Talking to local people is and will remain the best way to learn about a region and its culture. And meeting people who actively maintain old traditions actually lets us delve into a fascinating experience. We can listen to stories and legends, we can taste specialities that were prepared according to old recipes, we can enjoy folklore festivals or learn about old languages, handicraft, and skills. All of this would not be possible if there was no interaction with the host community. This is a very interesting theme that I would like to discuss with Smiljana Novicic, who is an advisor at the National Tourism Organization of Serbia. Hello, Smiljana.
Hello, Christine, and hello to all colleagues in Transromanica Association, as well to all tourists, travelers prepared to travel to churches and monasteries on our route.
Smiljana, would you agree with me that saying that the local traditions maintained and performed by the members of the communities are among the greatest assets that we have along Transromanica when it comes to the presentation and communication of cultural heritage? And how would you rate the value of these encounters for the quality and perception of a heritage site visit?
Visiting heritage site is not just a matter of experiencing monument by itself, but even more experiencing of the region, people living in it, craft they're presenting, food and drinks that can be tasted. In that matter, I would like to mention some events in Serbia that are example of such places. For example, in Gradac Monastery, each year in the port, the event Days of Queen Jelena is organized. I would like to mention that Queen Jelena, Helen of Anjou, was the French princess married to Serbian King Uroš I in 13th century, and that is the event when many people are gathered in the port of the church. This is a small church, Monastery Gradac, a small church but beautiful. It was prepared by the woman, by the Helen d'Anjou, and those people are gathering because during the event there are traditional choirs singing, theater plays are performed with themes medieval times, themes about Serbian medieval times, presentation of traditional crafts, even color performances. For those that didn't have the chance to see color, that is a traditional folk dance in Serbia when dancers hold their hands forming a circle. Kolo is an UNESCO representative list of heritage, culture heritage of humanity. So it is important to have, for example, color, because that is the moment when people are gathered, when they think same, when they feel the same emotions. They are in the port of the church. Usually it is during the daytime, and there is the spirit of unity, which is there present, which collects all those people. The other, I mean, those are the moments when people are connected by true values like art and religion. The other moment, the other event I would like to mention is the painting colony in Monastery Studenica. That is the colony that lasts for mostly maybe more than 45 years, when painters from Serbia and all around the world come to enjoy sublime ambience of the monastery where they paint. But they just don't come. They're chosen according to their sensibility to react to the atmosphere and feelings of the monastery, and feel the atmosphere and that dedication to God and religion, and actually meeting artists and talking with them and talking about their experiences in the monastery, or taking into hands, if we are talking about the painting colony, then we can talk about looking at the pictures and somebody's experience and view of the monastery, of the art, of the religion. Or maybe if a visitor is taking into hands some art crafts, then that traveler will experience something else, and that is sometimes crucial for the again, experiencing living with a culture and with a heritage.
Okay, thank you. So you have already mentioned some examples that are coming from the monasteries that are part of Transromanica in Serbia, which are a wonderful example for living tradition, actually. And when I'm thinking about my last visits in Serbia, really the warm hospitality of the monks and nuns is the first thing that comes to my mind in relation to the monasteries. So can you tell us a little bit more about the experience that we can make when visiting these monasteries?
Yes, I mean, my experience with monasteries is very often so intimate and so private, and that is those are some profound thoughts and beliefs you have there. But monasteries in Serbia are rooted in medieval religiosity. Sorry, they are small communities devoted to God, of course, where the church is the main the main building that people are gather around, of course, because there are other buildings in the monastery, but the church, of course, is the most important. Monasteries have their very rich life. Beside obligations of their monk or vestal life, monasteries usually have their possession. They are in possession of vineyards, grain, vegetable gardens. Monks prepare wine, plum brandy, grape brandy, which are famous, which are very often taken as a present to family or friends abroad. Also, apiculture is often present at the monasteries and have very good long tradition. Monastery honey is also product often asked for. Usually highly educated monks and vestals. They write, translate, paint, carve. For example, in the Gradac monastery, they lecture in religion, teaching the local habitants, or they have their workshops in fresco painting on mosaic painting, and so on. So dedication to religion and dedication in arts are good basis for painting icons and frescoes in new churches in the country now. In some monasteries, visitors are included in the monastery daily activities, such as preparation of daily meals and celebrations, but those have to be, of course, in the harmony with the monastery laws, as dedication to religion is their first duty, and should not be interrupted. Because, of course, when we think about life in the monasteries, and I mean, we are now talking about the close encounter with the visitors, which are not also monks or vestals, but which are ordinary people, maybe religious, maybe not. But it is our role, which are promoting tourism, as well as those monks, to nourish heritage that we inherited and to hand it over to next generations.
Okay, thank you. So that was very interesting. Thank you so much for giving us this insight into really the great variety of traditions that are maintained and presented in the monasteries, and about the welcoming of visitors and interested people that the monks and the nuns are showing at the monasteries. Thank you so much, Snejana. It was so nice to talk to you, and I'm really looking forward to my next visit to Serbia, when I will get back to the monasteries and experience what you have just explained to us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Christine, and I hope that we will exchange our visits very soon.
Yes, for sure. Thank you.